Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome to Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We got an awesome show planned tonight. Tonight, we're going to revisit the show we did before, and I think it's really, really needed, especially during these times. And we'll be asking that question: why hasn't my life changed? And I think a lot. The reason why I want to touch base on this show is because a lot of people put different goals and different plans they want to do each year. They want to, change jobs, move, lose weight, the typical stuff. And usually they go through maybe halfway through that first quarter, maybe mid-February, diligently working on everything that they were trying to do. But some way, somehow, some reason, they get off track. And we're going to revisit, that show where we're talking about that and kind of look at, what a person did right, why things got off track, and things that they can implement in place to help them stay on track to make those kind of changes in life. Because again, we keep going through the same kind of cycles over and over and over again. You get people, they make goals, where do I get my refund check? Where do I get my refund check? Like it's Christmas every year. Refund check comes, boom, make a couple changes, a couple moves for maybe a couple months. By the end of March, bam, we're back at reality. Now we're in a pandemic. Everybody got a stimulus check. Everybody got all kind of big plans. What they're gonna do with a stimulus check? They're gonna move, buy furniture, go to college, or whatever they're gonna do with the stimulus check. They get it, spend it, and they next thing you know, back at the same thing over and over and over again. And the only thing they're doing is get ready for New Year's 2021. And like I said again, we're gonna go over the reasons why you keep starting over and over and over again. You feel just like that hamster in that wheel, running over and over and over again. You're not getting anywhere. So I think it'll be a great show tonight so we can revisit that. Again, it's Change Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. First, I want to give a big shout out to my producers, DJ Lab and Slick316. Slick316, a little bit under the weather. Want to tell you, hope you get better. Hope you get better, feel better, and get well soon and everything. So a shout out to my assistant, Joni. Also want to offer my condolences out. Joni's grandmother passed last week. I think they had a ceremony on yesterday and everything. So, again, extend my condolences out to Joni and her family and everything. I'm not forgetting anybody. No, that's it with the shout outs. As always, we revisit the previous week. We are still in the middle of the pandemic. The governor last week, he started the restrictions being lifted and everything. And we see all your people out there on Moreland Avenue and Gresham Road went bananas. And I understand things are lifted. I understand how it feels to be kind of caged in and stuff. Because anybody knows me, knowing I like to get out and have me a drink and smoke my cigar and enjoy everything. But again, we still are in a pandemic, and I think it's very important that everyone understand how serious things are right now. And to see the people out there this weekend, just out there, doing different stuff, it rubbed me the wrong way because what I think a lot of times is people not only just maybe forget about themselves, but they kind of get inconsiderate of people around them. That you not only can get yourself sick, but you can also get other people sick, not intend to do it. And again, I got my personal views. I can see if somebody trying to, they snuffling to go see the quarantine boo or something like that. I ain't understanding all these men want to sit out there and hang out with other men in the middle of a pandemic. That's the thing that has got me kind of clueless. I don't think that's what I haven't got past that yet. When I see guys out there dapping each other up, I'm not trying to be around a lot of men out there in the middle of a pandemic. Congregating. We can do all that in July and August at the barbecue. But where in the hell I can understand. I'm seeing all these fellas out there. I ain't see too many women walking around. I'm pretty sure there was some of them probably in the car they got sense. All the fellas out there walking around, where in the hell. Now, like I said again, if you're indoors and you're locked in for a couple weeks with your girl or your man, I can dig it. But you out there with your boys, sitting there playing music, ain't no way whatsoever. But what's going on? The kid, Panda Kid, how's it going now? We got everybody mentioned we're streaming live on Facebook and Instagram. So if you haven't, please make sure you share the Facebook page and also the YouTube page. Change Your Lives by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We got the boys going on in both sites and everything. So please make sure you share them. Tell everybody to subscribe to the channels also. Also, we're still doing the same free advice where I'll be offering our free advice to everybody. Those free 10-minute sessions going Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Where, like I said, you can ask me any question regarding personal finance, business, and entrepreneurship. That's still there on the calendar, free and available to you. Not that many people taking advantage of it, but I mean, one's enough. I didn't put it up there for numbers. I put it up there for service. So again, just like in this video and all videos, you can just go to the link to hit the book an appointment for a free consultation. Excuse me. You can even go to my business website, Majestic Business Service, which is www.majesticbiz.com. Go to the book an appointment link. You'll see the link for free consultation, and you can hit me up from there. But that's still offered. I mean, that's still offering is available for those free advice sessions. Also, I partnered up with a company, Alternative Capital, where Majestic Business Services we were offering to facilitate some of the SBA loans to small businesses the past couple of weeks. So I've been swamped with getting that done and everything. Me and the team getting those things processed. That being the PPP loans and the EIDL loans for small businesses. Listen, we heard that that first go around came and went. Some people applied, some didn't. You heard all on the news. A lot of those big companies came in, swooped up a lot of money. This second go around was really, really, really for a lot of the mom and pop small businesses, the plumbers, the carpenter, the Uber drivers, the Lyft drivers. It didn't matter. So again, if you come to me or come to anybody else, you need to go and try to take advantage of it. You're not losing anything. The worst thing they can say is no. I mean, you'll be in the same situation you were in prior to, but the money is there. So I encourage anybody, whoever, just take advantage of it. It doesn't matter who you apply through. Love to see you come to us. But if not, you just reach out to somebody and take advantage of your small business or independent contractor to take advantage of those loans. I'll talk about my business later on in the video and everything like that, just in case you need contact information for that. Next, guys, I cannot thank you guys enough. I pushed it last week. I asked, and you guys delivered 500 subscribers for Mr. Short Dollar. I asked for it and we did it. I am so excited. I've been working hard. We started Mr. Short Dollar back in December. We kind of backed up a little bit, not necessarily slowed down, rather when tax season came, but we've been full throttle, putting good information out and everything. And I just want to say again, thank you guys for the support. We reached 500 subscribers. Next goal, 1,000. So again, we're going to ramp it up. We're going to ramp it up. So hopefully by June, we can hit 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal. By June, we hit 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be very aggressive, put out good information, good content. Mr. Short Dollar, we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and real estate. So I'm just going to keep putting good information out to you guys and just ask you guys, hey, keep subscribing to the channel, tell your family, friends, subscribe to the channel, and share the videos. But again, thank you so much for helping me reach that new achievement. And lastly, hey, your boy, I'm a proud member, 100 Black Men, South Metro Atlanta. We just went through a name change. I'll be doing a forum tomorrow at 7 p.m. I don't know if it's going to be open to the public or not. If it is, I'll put the links on Facebook and Instagram and also on YouTube. I'll be giving a whole forum on the economic climate in 2020 under current conditions. Again, that'll be me speaking with through the 100 Black Men. We're having a live webinar. I don't know if it's going to be a private where it's just going to be members only and maybe some of the mentees, or it's going to be open to the public. But again, I'll be talking about the current economic climate, things that have happened, things that are going on now, and things to be looking for in the future. So I keep everybody posted on that tonight. I just got asked to do it, so the actual how it's going to be facilitated to the public or not, I'm not for sure there. But again, I'll be talking about the current economic climate. That'll be through the 100 Black Men. So I'm super excited about that. Again, it's Change Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Facebook channel, subscribe to it, share the information and everything. I'm super hyped up for the day and everything like that. I've had a great past couple weeks business wise, and y'all know when I get doing well in business, get to making money, I'm a happy soul. So everything's been going great. And tonight's show is cool, man. Because I love motivating, I love speaking, I love changing people's lives. And I think tonight's show is really needed because I think a lot of people need to hear information about what we're talking about today and everything. I see you, Slick, tuning in and everything. I appreciate it. And again, tonight's show, shout out to Jack Daniels. Tonight's show will be asking the question, why my life never changes. And I think a lot of times people ask themselves this question, why my life never changes, what's going on? Sometimes people, are honest, they know who to point the finger at, you like Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror. Or sometimes they got, a reason for everybody else. The economy, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, Donald Trump, everybody but themselves and everything. And somebody may be valid. But I want to really, really address, this because I think it's a very big subject and everything. And I think a lot of people have really avoid this, and I think this is the reason why a lot of people stay stagnant in their lives. And that's why I think tonight's show is really, really needed in regards to just getting you on the right track in regards to the best person or putting you in the best position that you possibly can be in, and also giving you the steps to do it. How's it going? And how's it going? I see we got people tuning in on YouTube. Like, how's it going? Sure, I'm trying to work the board for both and everything. Okay, let's start everything up. What we're talking about, why my life never changes. I'm gonna be a little transparent with myself first and everything. Hey, cuz, and my cuz Kim just tuned in. I'm gonna be a little transparent with myself first. We're talking about tonight's show, why my life hasn't changed. I remember me personally, I've always been like a self-driven person, and I've always felt that if you do what you're supposed to do, things are going to happen to you. That, sometimes you just say that being naive. That can be me just being, listening to people over and over again. That's kind of blueprint. You work hard, you do what you're supposed to do, you get rewarded in life. And I kind of stuck by that, from little kid all the way to probably maybe early 30s. Work hard, do what I'm supposed to do, and you get rewarded for it. You go to college, get the jobs and everything, and you just start ascending in life. You get your family, do what you're supposed to do, and everything grows from there. And I would say I hit probably maybe like my mid 30s. I'm 43, and I hit my mid 30s, and I started kind of looking at those things where I went and got my master's. I'm like, okay, I'm on the right track. I'm ready to go and get everything on the next level and stuff. And instead of things just going like this, things just start like flatlining. And in relation to the actual effort and stuff that I was putting into it, it wouldn't happen. So I was sitting there looking at myself like, okay, I did what I was supposed to do. And I got all these degrees, been working, being a good guy, and all this kind of stuff. What is happening? What is happening? Why isn't my life changing and everything? And I was just sitting there. It's like I didn't want to come to the realization that no matter what I was doing, it wasn't, as far as what I was doing then, it wasn't going to change. And we all know the definition of insanity. The definition of insanity is you keep doing the same thing and it's not changing. You keep expecting the different results. That means you're insane because you keep doing it and expecting a different outcome, and it never happens. And you just sitting here saying to yourself, like, what is going on? And then you go to different things. Well, maybe it'll happen. Let me pray on it. Let me sleep on it. Let me think on it and everything. And that stuff don't even work either. And you have to come to a conclusion that, like, look, hey, maybe this shit ain't going to happen. Maybe these folks not going to give me a promotion. Maybe they really don't think I am as good as I am. Or if they even think it, they may not want to give me a chance. And those things get kind of painful because that's when we know when we're doing things that usually going to bring a certain amount of results, and those things don't happen, we know then we're at those kind of crossroads, so those forks in the road where you got to make a decision. Okay, you either got to go in there and raise hell with your supervisor, you got to sit here and maybe ask for a different department, leave your job, move, leave a relationship, leave a partnership, because you've hit those forks and you steady hitting on it and nothing's changing. And like I said, now you're that scary, confused, lost part where that a decision has to be made regardless. And I think that's very crucial when we start looking at, why your life ain't changing. Your life is really going to change in correlation to the decisions that you make for it to change, right? You can't always expect because I do the right thing, I'm around the right people, and I stay on the normal blueprint, it's going to adjust accordingly. You're going to have to make some decisions here and there that's going to cause things to go a certain way. And that's what happened with me, man. I sat there and kind of wrestled with, hey, you guys, you think I can get a promotion? Hey, I'm making out all kind of job descriptions, giving it to the supervisors and everything, and you get that same little grin, like we're gonna look at it, we're gonna look at it. They weren't looking at a damn thing. They weren't looking at a damn thing. I don't know if it's because I'm short, I'm black, I got a gap in my mouth, I don't know what, but regardless, they weren't giving me no damn opportunity whatsoever. And I had to come to that conclusion. Look, you can keep on asking, can I get promoted or can I get this, that, and that? Or I had to get the hell on. And again, I just chose to get the hell on. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. Very terrifying, very scary, and everything like that. But I love waking up every morning and everything. I wish things went different because again, I really had dreamed. That was my whole thing, hoping that, hey, if I do this and I do that, I want to be, that was my childhood goal. I remember just growing up back here, going downtown, see the white men walking with that briefcase and those big buildings. That's all I wanted. To get, office downtown, wear a suit and tie. Hell, then once I got that, I seen how overrated it was. And so I just wanted to be able to ascend, in that area. But it just didn't happen. And that's how it is sometimes. Because what we want and what we're going to get and how things fold out can all be totally different. So that's what I want to talk about tonight's show, why my life isn't changing. A lot of times it's just because, hell, you ain't changed. And again, you're not going to have those different things happening to your life till you make some tough decisions, some difficult actions for that stuff to happen. Okay? Because again, speaking on it, wanting on it, dreaming on it, praying on it, it's just going to get that. And it's just you're still stagnant in that same spot. Until you put action behind your words, ain't a damn thing gonna happen. You get lucky sometimes people look out for you, but you also get very damn unlucky sitting there waiting for people to do something for you. Okay. And I think a lot of people, especially in the next couple months, gonna have to make some tough, tough decisions because I think once we start leveling off, when it happens or not, I have no damn idea. I'm definitely not Dr. Fauci. I have no idea when it'll start unraveling, but what I do think it does unravel, things are going to be totally different on how things operate and function and stuff for people. So it's going to be unique to see how that goes about. Again, this is Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel. Maybe it was early in the month we hit 3,000 subscribers for Changing Lives. I want to say this now because I'm in my home studio and everything. I'm looking up there at my goal board. I had a goal of 4,000 subscribers for Changing Lives for this year. So we're at 3,000 right now. And I think we started the year at I don't even know, we was at 2,000 subscribers. I say this to say I think it's realistic for to hit 5,000 subscribers. So just like we want to hit 1,000 for Mr. Short Dollar, we're still gonna be pushing it for the same thing for Changing Lives. Oh my God, before I forget, the last thing I want to drop on you guys, the course is coming. May 15th, I'm dropping a free webinar. The 10 keys to master self-discipline. The 10 keys to master self-discipline. That's going to be a webinar that I'm giving out for free to everybody. We're going to have it live streaming on Zoom. We're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be on YouTube and everything. But I'm streaming that. That's going to be my first course. The 10 keys to master self-discipline, giving it free of charge, you guys. It's going through Changing Lives. I'm going to have the whole development, motivation series coming out soon. But just to give you a taste of what's coming, that's going to be coming streaming live May 15th. Again, the 10 keys to master self-discipline. I forgot to drop that on you guys earlier, but I remind you guys, excuse me, we have no promos coming out in the next couple weeks or so, just to let you guys know about it, how to get the login information and check it out. But again, it's going to be my first webinar coming out again, 10 keys to master self-discipline. So I look forward to you guys, checking that out. Just get everything started in regards to why my life hasn't changed. First, we want to go to step, and I have four steps in regards to the whole process of getting your life changed. If you sitting there going through what you're going through, and you at April 30th, 2020, and you in the same damn spot that you at April 30th, 2019, you might got a little more chunkier. You might got a little bit or a little less money in your pocket, but you still in the same damn spot that you was in April 30, 2019. Hell, April 30, 2018. And we're going to sit here and evaluate, just looking at it in terms of like, what the hell is going on? I keep saying the same thing every damn year. Man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Why the hell are they happening? And I'll give you 4 steps in regards to evaluating, designing, implementing, and going back checking everything. And I think if you take my plan in action, you'll see things in your life change a whole 360. Trust me, this is proven. This is proven. This is a proven method and everything. But the thing of it is, just like anything else, I go to seminars, webinars, focus groups, everything all the time where I get a lot of good ideas. And it's always the same damn common denominator. None of that stuff gonna happen unless you then put it to action. So again, I'm gonna give you these 4 steps, but take it upon yourself to make sure that you put it into action. I also want you guys to make sure you taking notes when I get these shows, okay? Because I don't just be sitting here just shooting off my hip. All the stuff that I give you guys, I really thought through it and everything. And I try to make it as implementable as possible for anybody to just take it on. So again, I'm giving you 4 steps to assess yourself, design, implement, and then be able to evaluate yourself going forward to make crucial changes in your life that's going to make you such a happy person, okay? More happy than you ever could be, okay? All right, the first thing is, number 1, let's take ownership. This right here is probably is the first and probably the most toughest, because now you got to, again, like we say about Mike, looking at that man in the mirror, realizing that the buck starts with you. It starts with you. No matter what's going on, you can never sit here and say to yourself that things in my life haven't happened because this other person, they're doing this, they're doing that. No one should be able to have that much control over your life or your current destiny, period. And I think that's one of the biggest things that hurt a lot of people. A lot of folks sit there and just want to blame other people in situations why things aren't happening for them. Excuse me. We get a lot of times we get so comfortable in our lives where we always talk about, well, I'm gonna do this next year, I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna do this when I get this, I'm gonna get that, and we never get to that point. And we use that situation or certain things as a defense mechanism. Well, I haven't got paid yet, I gotta wait till such and such graduate, or my job, they may be moving and stuff, so I'm just gonna wait and see. And you're putting the action or something else in control of your destiny. The dangerous part about that action may not never, ever, ever come. And the worst part about that, you know it. You know this shit may not ever happen. But you'll sit there and say, I'm gonna wait for that, wait for this to happen. When you sit there and say to yourself that, look, man, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, and I talk to my supervisor and everything, you putting your whole future and everything on somebody's feeling. Because if a person, be honest with you, when you're doing well and you go to work, you bust your tail every day, your supervisor know it. Just as quick they know when you messing up at work and they come knocking on you. Hey man, look, we need to talk. You've been late these couple of days. You've been missing out on this. You've been missing out on that. We need to have a conversation. Just like they can do that all the damn time, they can do it just as quickly when they're looking at the stuff you're doing right. They see the same information. And you wait for them to come to you and stuff like that. You can't do that. You can't do it. And you got to just sit down to yourself sometimes and just say, look, man, how can I go about this a little differently? How can I sit there and say, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Should I, I'm not saying don't trust people, that they give you a word and say, hey, they're going to do right by you, or they're going to help you out and stuff like that. I'm saying put more damn trust in yourself than you trust anybody else, because people can have good intentions or have all the right thought of doing certain things for you or helping you, but sometimes they may not have the ability. And you sitting there damn stuck. Wait for them to make a decision, wait for them to help you, and it never happens. And you can't put yourself in them kind of situations. You can't, because you only got one life to live. You only got one you. And when you're sitting there, you only got one you, and you got to be very, very cognizant of that. And people make a decision, decide to help you or not, they keep it moving, and you sitting there stuck. So again, you got to take ownership of you. Don't put anybody in any position or any situation that can control your future or can control your destiny. You can't do that. You can't be uh, afraid to make changes or do certain things. Fear does one thing. Fear creates so much inaction, and when you a lot of time you scared to make certain changes in your life and do certain things, you'll sit there just being inactive, staying in the same place, and just always talking about certain things. But you know in your heart that those things ain't gonna happen unless you move, and you're so dang afraid, thinking about all the negative possibilities about what can happen, and you'll never be able to move. Perfect example. I've been talking to a lot of different small businesses over the past 2 weeks, looking with these government loans. And people were saying different stuff. I don't want to get no loan. I got to pay them back. I don't want to do this. The government be wanting the money, and I don't want this, that, and that. Now, take the pandemic out the equation. All the time, people are coming on Facebook, Instagram, all kind of stuff. How do you get government loans? How do you get money? How do you do this? If I had some, one of the biggest things you hear all the time, black businesses can't get any kind of funding. We can't get access to capital. They giving away 300. They just released $310 billion on Monday, and you sitting there saying to yourself, "Well, I got to pay it back." Man, look, you take care of that later. They're giving deferments where you don't have to pay for a whole year. A whole year. You can get you 10, 20, $30,000. You got a whole year. You don't know what to do with it. You can sit it somewhere. You got a whole year to figure it out. And if you ain't figured it out, give it back. It's best to have and not need than need and not have. And you say, I see people just saying, I don't want to get this. I don't want to owe. But you want all this damn money. You want to be this business mogul, and you don't have any damn money. You don't have any exposure. You don't have any knowledge on how to make it. But you got this money just sitting over here. But now you sit there and wait for Ruth's Chris to get it. You wait for McDonald's to get it and everything because you're afraid what to do. But you're more comfortable talking about and complaining about what you can't get. They giving you money. They are giving away money. They're not going through the same kind of scrutiny, underwriting that they normally would do with any kind of business. They are giving away money. There'll never be another damn time the government will be doing this. And people, because they so damn afraid of risk and all other kind of stuff, what can happen. Well, I got to do this. I got to do that. I don't want to owe anybody. You wake up every damn morning owing some damn body. You wake up every damn morning. I'd rather owe somebody that's going to give me a whole lot of damn money than worry about, stressing about the damn cable bill or worrying about gas money and stuff. They're going to drop this money on you. So I say this to say that you cannot let fear overcome your pursuit of happiness, your pursuit of making your destiny, your dreams come true. You can't. I'm not saying I'm not saying be foolish. Now, if you turn around and get the money, you go buy yourself a new Cadillac, go buy some clothes, some equipment, music, and clothes. That's on you. But we're talking about people that actually want to make an impactful change on their lives. Where you're saying that because you're a businessman, you're a businessman. If you got money in your pocket, you don't have money in your pocket. That doesn't diminish the point if you're a businessman or not. It's just a matter of just getting access to the funding. I'm saying if you want to get access to the money to make those things happen, they're there. How you get it, you guys have to be smart enough to be able to how to circumvent it and make the money work for you. Okay, because if you're if you're doing the same things and it's not changing, it's not going to happen. Then you'll say you're insane. If you know you're working your same job, you got the same debt, and it's decreasing like this, chances are you're not going to be able to do the things you got to do. You got to do something a little bit more drastic in regards to the money you got coming in to reduce that debt a little bit more to make those things happen. So you're not going to have you may not necessarily have a traditional or fundamental game plan of making things happen the way you want to. We all want things to happen for us in life in a comfortable and nice way. But it's not going to necessarily happen. When people are talking to you, giving you advice, they speaking to you out of love. They want the best for you. Some people may use harsher words, but they're being honest. And because you didn't get that warm and fuzzy feeling when they were talking to you, you think they're being wrong. They're just being straight up with you. They care about you and everything, but they're not delivering to the way you feel comfortable. But they're telling you the truth. And we just got to be honest with that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be damn scared. It's a lot of damn scared folks in the grave right now. They hitting on that damn coffin. Man, I wish I had to do this. I wish I had to that. They were all the best ideas, the best and everything right there in that damn graveyard. because a lot of them, that those folks were too afraid and too scared to make certain things happen. Okay. Again, it's Change the Life, hosted by your truly Deonte Burden. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We just went over part one of why my life hadn't changed when we get in the strategy of how to make your life change. And part one was take ownership. Now we're at part two, game plan. Game plan. Here's the thing about it. We're talking about game plan. We want to make this stuff happen. I came to the conclusion my life ain't changing. I took ownership. I didn't, I ain't never been to Alcoholics Anonymous in the drug program. I know the first thing you got to admit, hey, I'm alcoholic. I'm a drug addict and everything. You've taken ownership and said, listen, I'm the cause of my problems not happening. Then we want to devise a game plan how we're going to get it together. The first thing is stop for a second and just write down everything that you want to change in your life. Okay, want to be realistic. Again, like I said, I want to be a millionaire. That ain't gonna happen. If this something that you just that it's gonna take a whole lot of work to do it. That's a goal, but we're talking about pretty much things that you're doing that not from maybe a short term, even a long term perspective. But realistically, what can we be doing differently? Because we don't necessarily say we want to be a millionaire. That's a lofty goal. We sit there and make game plans that we can do at a certain amount of time, over time, that we can reach to get that goal, right? So we sit down and write down all the goals, all the things, the changes that we need to make in our life to make stuff happen. Make sure you give yourself like a realistic time frame. Again, so if you even say to me, you want to be a millionaire, how much money that you have to put a set to the side to accrue to that, or how much debt you got to kind of decrease to actually everything's going in relation. What different things you got to do. If you got to start a business, you got to do some investments. We kind of going through that. We're making everything realistic, and then we also drafting a time frame. Is that going to take me a week? Is it going to take me a couple of months? Hey, Mom, how you doing? My mom tuning in. Love you too, Mom. Going through that and kind of just realistically saying to yourself, okay, this is something I can do in a month. This is something I can do in 6 months and everything like that. And accordingly, drafting down, writing it down. Because again, remember, this right here forgets. This forgets a lot of time. We get busy in life. Stuff happens. Somebody comes into the room, say something to you, lose your train of thought. This right here, paper, never forgets. Never forgets. It hurts your feelings sometimes because you wish you didn't see it sometimes. So make sure you're writing it down. We want to make sure you're writing it. Put it on your drive. Save it. Lock it in. Have it in 3 or 4 different places, but write it down. Because again, remember, this forgets. This forgets sometimes on accident, sometimes forget on purpose. But when you put it down, got it locked in and stuff like that, that'll never forget. It'll be there forever. So write this stuff down that you're trying to do. Give yourself a realistic time frame if it's going to be something you've done, a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 or 3 years. Kind of start segregating it by that time frame. Then you want to devise a way we can be accountable. And when I say be accountable, this is very important, especially in 2020. We got a lot of things set up now where you can actually make sure you can always got something come back in your face. Get yourself a whiteboard. Get your calendar where you're writing everything down. You want this to be done by this date. You got your whiteboard that you maybe see every day you wake up. Hey, you want to do this. You got some people put the notes around the mirror, put them on, and everything. You got stuff stuck on your wall and everything. That's constant reminder what's going on. Right now you got Google and Apple alerts where you put into your calendar, at this particular point, next week, just say May 5th, you want to make sure you get an alert. Hey, start phase 1. May 15th, start phase 2. This is coming up on your phone. You got this stuff, that's popping up and everything. Like, dang, man, I can't forget. Have that stuff set up. Have those harsh reminders, because just in case, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to lose weight, you sitting there got something. Okay, at this week I need to be at this. At this week, come with that. And you constantly got this stuff popping up in your face where you're like, okay, I can't forget. And it's kind of buggy and everything, but you got that mechanism in place to help you be accountable. Instead of you just thinking in your head, well, you know what? I got to go on and, get signed up for school. I got to go on and, apply for that job. But if you get that Google alert going to your phone, damn it, let me go on and do it. Okay. So use technology to help you be more accountable. Most importantly, I think this is very important. Understand that you're not going to get support with everything. A lot of people quit because other people are responsive to the things they want to do in life. And what I mean by that is when you say you want to go start a business, you want to leave your job, you want to move, you want to, go back to school or whatever. Some people are like, that's cool, that's good. They may have something funny to say, like, man, I don't think you're too old. Why you gonna do that? Or whatever. You gotta be realistic. This is what you want to do, is what you want to do. And somebody else's response or the amount of support they get, that should be no kind of a determining factor on what you're gonna do. So a lot of times people get upset, man, and I understand. Man, they didn't, folks ain't supporting me, they not following me. I can't, you know, my old lady, she know I want to do this and she ain't saying this. I mean, that's your dream. Your lens is your lens. How you see the world, how you see the world. When you might be sitting there talking to your significant other or sibling or even your parent, and you say, man, I'm thinking about starting a business. And they like, why are you gonna do that? You can't get upset because your vision, what you see, that's just it. And that's what makes you unique. You're not always gonna get, man, gonna do it, man. You good, you good, you good. That don't mean they hating it. That don't mean they don't give a damn. They just don't see it the way you see it. And a lot of times people use that as a cop out to not go forward because, man, if I knew, my husband was gonna help me, I would have did it. If I knew my wife was gonna sign off on this, I would have did it. Shit. It's good to get that. It's great to have it where people see it, but it's not that it ain't bad. They just don't see it the way you see it. Some of them may be hating. Some people may not want you to do well. I get it, but it don't damn matter. Your desire to make your dreams come true got to be greater than any fear or any lack of support that you get. Understand that. You got to want that so damn bad. It don't matter who on board with your ideas, who on board with your dreams. It don't matter. You got to want it that damn bad. And if you can get off track because somebody didn't co-sign on your dream, your ass really didn't want it anyway. You really didn't want it anyway. Because you got to understand everywhere you go, because as you were saying and start making things happen for you, it's going to get harder and harder and harder and harder. And you're going to get less and less people that's going to, want to be on board with you. And that's just how it is. And I can't stress to you enough, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want people to understand that you're not always going to get this support team and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with them. But it's going to be something wrong with your ass if every time things don't go the way you want to go, or people don't co-sign or cheerlead you when you need it, and you quit. That's on you. You're not going to get support the way you want to get it. If you got somebody in your corner, boy, you go, girl, you go. That's cool. But even at some point, I'm like, this ain't gonna happen. What was the movie? Acrimony. She rolled with that dude for a long time. And I can't say she wrong for falling back when she did. Well, damn near 20 years. She rolled with him. Lost everything. He eventually hit it. And the rest was history from there. But again, I can't sit here and say that she was wrong by quitting. Because she just kept going boom, 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 and the dream wasn't happening. And eventually, and he took a testament to him, he never let go of his dream. Even when there were points he may have thought about doing it. But I say this to say that's how you got to be with your pursuit of your goals, your pursuit of your happiness. How everybody else see it. I don't care how much you look up to them, you love them, or think of them. You cannot get off track in regards to, making things happen for you in relation to the amount of support you get. Okay, so that's number two. That game plan is very, very important. Again, it's Changing Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. As I mentioned before, we're trying to get up to 4,000 subscribers with that, and also with Mr. Short Dollar, we're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers for Mr. Short Dollar. Thanks a lot again for helping me reach 500 subscribers. Big shout out to Slick 316. I super duper appreciate you. She's helped me, increase the fan following for not only, Changing Lives, Mr. Short Dollar, but also for WDA Investments. I'll speak a little bit about WDA Investments. That's my holding company I started about 15 years ago, where I keep some of, my different assets in and everything. But I give a spiel on that, near the end of the show. But big shout out, and I want to tell you thank you. I really appreciate you helping me with that also. Now we're at number 3. Execution. This is you getting all the, this is you sitting on the sofa. You want to change it, and the remote control over there, on the table. You're tired, you want to change it, but you really don't get out of that comfortable seat. It's execute. You gotta get up. You know what you want to have happen, but you really don't feel like getting up out of this comfortable position. So now you finna get up out of the couch. And we talking about execution, okay? First we're gonna be looking at rolling out that game plan, rolling it out. Just saying, okay, we're looking at I got this and that set up, uh, and we broke it out like these are my 1 week goals, my 2 week goals, a month, quarter, 6 month, year. Looking at it, how you can fit it in your schedule, laying it out on the calendar, saying, okay, this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the first week of this, do that. By these days to do that, you're writing everything down. Remember to keep writing it down. We ain't leaving stuff here. This thing, hey, I don't know anybody brain work better the older they get. Now you can keep maintaining and get smarter, but as you get older, remember this damn thing regresses, just like every other muscle in your damn body. So we want to kind of again, we can do the little Sudoku and all that kind of stuff to kind of keep ourselves level headed, but we got to understand that this forgets, this remembers forever. So always make sure we writing it down, putting it in that drive, and all that kind of stuff we're doing. So we laying out our game plan. We segregating it by the different times and stuff. We get you an accountability partner. You made the calendars. You got the stuff on Google. Got the stuff on and your iCloud reminders and stuff like that. But get your friend or something like that. Say, hey man, look, I'm rolling this stuff out. Hey brother, give me a call, man. Just let me know. Just check on me. I check on you. Say, man, did you work? Did you finish that project? Did you start it? That's a good thing to have. Well, both of y'all kind of make each other uncomfortable. Y'all made that agreement, like, hey, listen, this thing. Well, I think females are real good on that. I see, brothers, we on top of stuff with bonding. But I see a lot of these, especially these female entrepreneur groups, where they do a lot of accountability stuff and everything. And make sure you're dealing with somebody that's going to be honest with you and not. They're more concerned with your feelings. They're less concerned with your feelings and more concerned with your success, where they can actually be honest with you, like, hey man, you slipping. Dog, I really thought you were gonna do that. You said, say something to your uncomfortable, like, man, you keep talking about what you're gonna do, but you ain't did now. You keep doing the same thing. Say some stuff like that hurts you. They kind of be like, oh, okay, I got you. But have those accountability partners where y'all kind of keeping everybody in compliance, in addition to some of the technology stuff that we talked about. And kind of just like I said again, have everything strategized and you start working on it day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, and you just chopping wood, moving forward. Everything you got implemented, stay focused and do it. That's why it's so important to have everything broke down incrementally. Whereas you're not trying to do a task that's going to take you a week to do, and you're trying to do it in a day. You got to roll down the calendar. Give yourself a week and a half to do it. Give yourself when you're laying out these. It's very important. When you're laying out that plan of action on how you want to do stuff, give yourself more cushion than you need. So if the task takes 2 days to do, give yourself 3 days to a week. You know what I'm saying? That's not the stall, but just the take in the stuff happens factor. We know stuff happens. Kids get sick, something you got sick, spouse, whatever, car trouble, whatever. The stuff happens factor. Now, the thing that took you 2 days to do, it shouldn't take you no damn 2 weeks. But when you take in the stuff happens factor, that gives you enough cushion to kind of make it happen. So if you get through it before that week, you make it roll over and start doing another thing. Okay, this is the kind of stuff where you're looking at the realistic, the life aspect of a lot of stuff when we making goals and making plans. Because you might be at your job, man. All of a sudden the boss come in and say, look, we got a project we got to take care of. Now you got to work late tonight, and you plan on doing your project. Shit, you got a couple more days to finish it up. They give you that little leeway, okay? I think that's very important. Make sure you kind of help yourself out with doing that and everything. You got a calendar and you got a way you got everything, lined up for stuff to happen for you, but you're being realistic with yourself. You're not overextending yourself, or you're not really putting so much on you where you quit. That's the thing. Again, if you remember that cushion, that's very important. If it's a 3-day task, give yourself a week to do it. If it's something that you're gonna take you maybe a couple weeks to do, maybe extend it 3 months, 3 weeks to a month or whatever. But make sure you got yourself doing something to reach the goal. We're doing it. I think that's very important. We all just throw out stuff we want to do, but we don't take it step by step. And if you do the summation of those steps, that'll equal that goal. And I think that's the best way of going about it. That's worked best for me in my personal, professional, and my military career. And I think that's a route for a lot of people to do. Some people are just super structured. They don't need to do that. But I think the average person is not like that. And I think any kind of structured mechanisms you can put in place. That'll make it easy for you to try to make, the things you're trying to do happen. Okay, so that's the execution part. Okay. Again, it's Change Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Also, remember, we're giving out free advice. Free. FREE, exclamation point. Free. And so again, everybody knows me, know how me and Free work. Me and Free, we ain't the best of friends. I throw you out there sometime, but it's not the best working with me. So remember, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think 8 to 9 in the morning, 7 to 8 in the evening. You get those free 10-minute session where you ask me anything about business, entrepreneurship, personal finance, and everything. You can ask me a question. Just go to, you can hit the link here where it says free advice, or you can go to my website at Majestic Business Services, www.majesticbiz.com. You'll see the scheduling link. Hit that. You'll see all the different things you can book from tax preparation, consulting, and you see the big one that got free advice. Hit on that, book you an appointment from there, and you're locked in. It's real simple. So just make sure you take advantage of that. Last, we had the 4 steps. So if you were looking at tonight's show, we're talking about why my life hasn't changed, and I gave you my 4-step plan, and that will help you make your life change. Give you a solid blueprint on how to assess, draft, execute, and that way the last spot, evaluate. To make the different changes, make those plans, make different changes in your life, to make those things that happen, those shortcomings or whatever, while you keep going. Like I said, they hamster in the wheel. You just moving and moving and moving and moving and moving, and you get nowhere. This last part, evaluation, if you take this and you do all the other previous 3 steps, you'll see all kind of changes happen to your life. Okay. The evaluation part, where you look at, you say to yourself, okay, you're looking at everything that happened. You done took ownership. You done wrote out your game plan. You done start execution. Now we start looking back at it. Okay. So the eye we take about it at whatever steps we had in each one of the plans. Say if it's a daily plan, weekly, month, whatever, we're stepping back and looking at where we at in the grand scheme of things to make that particular task happen. Okay. And we look at it and say, why not? Why I didn't take that? If I was supposed to do step 1 or phase 1 or phase 2 or phase 3, why didn't I get there? You might say I got sick, my job, dropped these other projects like we just talked about, some stuff that you wouldn't expect to happen. I lost my job. We had to just do some drastic stuff that threw stuff off. We want to make that. Or, what happened a lot of times, I just been BSing. I thought about it. I put it off to next week, and I didn't do it. Now we're doing that evaluation. Why the hell didn't we reach this goal? Why wasn't this task taken care of? What is going on? And we're asking ourselves, why didn't it do it? And then you ask yourself, why not? Is it because of outside factor? Was it internal? How can I fix it? What would be the thing, that we can do to set up where that doesn't happen anymore? If my job is going to be having me work late for the next month or so, can I start working on this stuff in the month? Can I do some of it maybe when I'm at work on my break, immediately after I got off work, or do something, earlier before I go into work? How can I make those adjustments? Okay, what can I do differently? Should I take this stuff more damn serious? I got to stop for my second, just cuss myself out for a good 15, 20 minutes, and then go back and say, look, let's go back to the lab and do everything over. Again, we're looking at that evaluation period. Why didn't it happen? What didn't we do? What did we not do that caught what it came from somewhere else? We're going through that whole evaluation, why it didn't happen. And again, this is not at the end. As we going through this stuff, we just stopping here and there. Like I said, a weekly goal, if it's something you got to do in a week, you may go in the middle of the month and say, hey, let me just check, see what I'm doing right, where I'm at with everything. You constantly doing checks. You don't try to go through the whole process and then look at it, why it didn't work. As you're going through it, you're stopping at different steps. And then the steps may be a little bit more than what you have. Whereas again, if it's a weekly goal, you may be looking at a couple days into it. Where we at with everything? What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? Man, it's just making those assessments. Again, we're talking about making things happen in your life. I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you, but again, when you want stuff to happen, it ain't gonna be like the damn I Dream of Genie, just blink your eyes and bob your head and stuff happen. No, yeah, you gotta put in work. You gotta put in work. And this is why a lot of people, their life don't never damn change. Because they don't want to put in work. They don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't make sacrifices and everything like that. I was having a conversation with my son. Sometimes you were talking about sometimes you think some folks just don't work. I think everybody, for the most part, I think 90% of people. I mean, 90, let's say 98. Unemployment rate, what, 6%, 8%, whatever. Uh, Take pandemic out of the equation. The vast majority of people here want to work, but I think the vast majority of people want the work to come to them. And what I say by that is, if you know Kroger hire, you go to Kroger. But if just say Kroger want an option, because you sit out there and go cut logs or hunt and do all that kind of stuff yourself, I don't think most folks want to do that. I think most folks want to get out, go work, earn a wage, take care of themselves, take care of their family, be cool. But if that was not an option, I don't know the vast majority of people be willing to do some damn pioneer shit and live off the land and hunt and feed us. I don't think the vast majority of people want to do that. I really don't, and everything. And unfortunately, sometimes in life, you're forced to do that. You're forced to go hunt. You're forced to go figure out how your next meal gonna come. You're forced to figure out how your money gonna come. You're not always gonna have the luxury of new plant opening up or this new company just moved into town. Sometimes you're gonna have to go out there and create and make things happen for yourself. Unfortunately. And I don't know if that's I don't even unfortunate the word, but it just happens sometimes. We would love in the grand scheme of things to fall in place for us. We're able to do certain things, but it's not how it's always going to be, and everything. So that's why I say that when we look at having certain things happen for us in life, and especially we've been a certain way for a certain period of time, and we've had decent movements in our life, but we want to go from here to create those spikes, man. You got to do something dynamic. Spikes don't happen just, because of changes. You see that with the economy. Pandemic, you see the economy going this way, go here. You see a new technological change, or we come out, or Trump say something crazy, poof, it shoot right back up. Something dynamic has to happen for it to come from things from being in a stagnant mode. Stagnant don't necessarily mean it's going up or down. You just kind of just moving. And for it to change, something has to spike it, something dynamic. You have to do something maybe uncomfortable, something you never thought or dreamed of for that to happen. So just keep that in mind. And ask yourself, what can I do better? What can I do? If I got to make that change, what can I do? And you got to really, really, really be honest with yourself. When things don't happen and things don't work out the way, of course, I said it from the beginning, it may be from outside control, outside factors that you could not control to do anything about. But at the end of the day, man, you got to be honest with yourself. What I got to do different? You know what I'm saying? What you say, lad? We want to go to the destination, but hate the journey. Absolutely. 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 That's why a lot of people rather, fly to California than drive. Still going the same damn way. It's just one gonna take all damn some days, one you get there in a couple hours. I get it. But again, you may not necessarily be fortunate enough to be able to fly out there. And you gotta drive. Or you might gotta stay on old funky megabus. I don't know. But in order for you to make certain things happen, you may have to get in an uncomfortable position to make it happen. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But just be willing to adjust, okay? Be willing to adjust. I'm a native Atlanta, and with C.L. Harper Hyde, I remember every morning we would do the quote by the late great educator Benjamin E. Mays, and it always stuck with me because I thought it was just so important. If it is to be, it is up to me. And I think that's just so important. Again, that from Benjamin E. Mays, if it is to be, it is up to me. And that stuck with me my whole life, where I've just looked at it in terms of those moments where I say, man, the guy gonna do something, this, that, and that. It always came back to Poochie. If you want stuff to happen, you're gonna have to make it happen. And that's really I've lived by that. I've had my little hiccups here and there and everything, but for the most part, I've stuck by that. If it is to be, it is up to me. And I challenge everybody kind of work on the same kind of lines in terms of when you want certain things to happen for you in your life. Understand still the buck stop with you. You in control of everything, and not really gonna change your life unless you make it happen. You're gonna have your moments in there where everything gonna be smooth and people gonna help you out and stuff like that. But we're not all gonna be privy to that. You're not always gonna be privy to that. So just be very, very honest about that. If it is to be, it's up to you. Okay, and I can't stress that enough. I hope tonight's show helped you out a lot. I really felt, in spirit that a lot of people needed that information. So I really wanted, to put that on you in regards to why my life ain't changed, to kind of talk about that. To reiterate a couple other things, remember we got the free business advice and stuff where you can go to book an appointment, go to Majestic Business Services. Majestic Business Services is a business service company I own. We're one-stop shop small businesses. We do bookkeeping, tax prep, payroll, consulting for small businesses. Just go to the website www.majesticbiz.com. You can give us a call at 678-479-4007. Hit the link for scheduling an appointment, and you'll see all the different kind of scheduling options for consulting, tax prep. But you'll see the one for the free business advice on that. Hit it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Lock yourself in. Also, again, make sure we talk about the Changing Lives Facebook and YouTube channel. Also, with Mr. Short Dollar subscribe. Again, thanks a lot. I can't tell you guys I appreciate it enough for all the support you're giving me. I really do appreciate it. Also, the last thing I want to go about, I am a owner of WDA Investments. That's a company I owned 15 years ago. That's a private equity firm that I started where we do acquisitions in terms of different small businesses and stuff. We with people, going through different situations, death, divorce, moving, and something like that, and they got something on their hand they want to get rid of, we'll do the acquisition for it, and we hold it from there. We've been facilitating some of the small business loans through WDA Investments over the past couple of weeks. So you can go to hit us up at WDA Investments. It's WDA-invest.com. Again, that's WDA-invest.com. Or you can reach to me through Majestic or Facebook or YouTube. It doesn't matter. If you have an interest, you'll be in a small business owner, you want to apply for the PPP or the idle loan and everything like that. I'm working with a private lender, Alternative Capital Incorporated, where same thing, one of 1,800 authorized lenders in the country that are facilitating those loans. Same product as everybody else doing this stuff. So if y'all a small business owner, you're self-employed, carpenter, plumber, Uber driver, it doesn't matter. Take advantage of this stuff. Again, once it's gone, it's gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. And you do not want to be them folks sitting there dreaming about the damn bag, and you sit looking at your damn McDonald's bag. So I'm telling you, if you got an opportunity now, reach out to me or reach out to somebody and take advantage of it. Again, this is Change the Life, hosted by your boy Deonte Burden. Hey, we had a super, super duper month for April. I look forward to dropping some more dope, interacting with you guys, during the month of May. Love you guys. Appreciate all the support that you guys give me and everything. The growth has been phenomenal, and it's really because everything you guys are giving us. So take care. Love you guys, and see you next week.